Okay, making sure everything's working. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. We are here. We are ready to go. We have a few things to look at today. Nothing too major. Well, I guess there is one major thing. There wasn't anything planned that was major, but we are going to be looking at the Voidzilla video about the Epstein files, and that's probably the most major topic right now. But beyond that, we have some body cam footage as well as some other videos. Some great stuff lined up. And to start it all off, we actually have a Frankie Macdonald forecast. You know, something for everybody that you might need this. You might need this.
Hey everybody, there's an asteroid 1997 XF11 headed towards here. It's on October 26, 2028.
Be prepared. This is horrifying. Asteroid heading towards Earth. Another one? They're all coming. They're all coming our way.
The asteroid's going to bypass the Earth. That's going to cause a lot of earthquakes. And then the asteroid 1997 XF11 is far away. As for right now, it's going to head towards the planet Earth on October 26, 2028. Be prepared. Make sure you have your binoculars and telescopes ready to search for the asteroid up in the sky if it's clear sky that night. Because the asteroid 1997 XF11 is on its way towards the planet Earth. It's going to miss the planet Earth. That's going to trigger a lot of
okay. It's going to miss the Earth, though. But it's going to cause earthquakes. Okay.
earthquakes due to gravitational pull. Because the asteroid...
Wow, it's just going to miss us. That's interesting. What if it hits the moon?
1997 XF11 is on its way to planet Earth on October 26, 2028.
What if it gets caught in our orbit and becomes a new moon? We haven't thought about this. The possibilities. Imagine what that would do to the Earth. Oh no.
Stay safe.
The FBI just dropped 3.5 million files.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna jump right into the Voidzilla video, because it is of importance, and I kind of want to get the topic out of the way so we can kind of get into some more fun, slightly more lighthearted topics. Obviously, this stuff is pressing. It's a pressing matter. There's just so much going on in the U.S. What do we do? I was looking in some comment sections. I think it might have been on this video. Some people were saying stuff like, people from different countries being like, I don't understand how the U.S. hasn't fought back to try and get all these pedophiles in the cage. And I don't know. Is that what we're coming to? Is that really what the... My brain hurts. My body hurts. But my soul is strong. You cannot break my will. Let's get started on this, though. This is a brand new video. It's already got 1.2 million in 10 hours. Like I said, this is like a very pressing matter, so not really surprised. I'm honestly sickened by what I've seen in there. I haven't gotten a chance to look into it too deeply, but I mean, it's sad to say that it seems like more of the same, which is like, that should be like it's more of the same. But more of the same is like the most deplorable, evil, heinous acts you've ever heard. And it's just like, oh yeah, just a few more of those. Just dropping it. Oh, here you go. From the government. Just so you guys know, these are the people that are that have governmental power right now. It's just like, what? They've got the draw and they've got the... It's all gone to hell. New Epstein files are completely insane, from Voidzilla.
The FBI just dropped 3.5 million files, and it is incredible. Huge bombshells about some of the most powerful people on the planet. I can't believe they let some of this stuff out. I mean, it is stunning. Honestly, one of the biggest lies we've seen is the idea that the FBI could possibly come to us and say, not only is there not a client list, there was no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals. Guys, we're about to see planned blackmail to one of the most powerful.
It's just like, what do you do? What do you do when it's just like, oh, it's the president, it's people like Kash Patel or dirty liars, despicable liars like Kash Patel, and like, because that's what it is, right? It's literally, Trump is just the embodiment of what the US has become. Just the evil, dirty businessman hiring all of his dirty friends to try and cover up all of the actual things that they've done. Yeah, not enough Dems in Congress to impeach, and Republicans, well, I mean, look at what happened the last impeachment. What the fuck is gonna happen anyways? It's legitimately just like it's. Sorry, what is Sorry, I'm looking something up real quick. It is what okay. Maybe that is what Jesse Lee Peterson was talking about. This is the fallen state. We are in a fallen state. I'm only 25 seconds in. I'm already losing it.
People on the planet, and that is Bill Gates. Listen, there's a lot we're going to get to, but we have to start with probably the craziest revelation.
Well, Bill Gates isn't even the richest man in the world anymore. Is it really that important? His wife probably left him for no reason, right?
Here, which is Jeffrey Epstein emailing himself about Bill Gates.
No fun poll today? Oh, sorry. Let me get a fun poll up.
Now, if you don't know, Bill Gates and Epstein had a relationship post 2008. That's a big year. You're going to hear a lot today, because 2008 was the time that Epstein pled guilty for soliciting of somebody under the age of 18. He was a predator at this point. Everybody knew it. Now, eventually, Bill Gates would get divorced when all of this came out. Melinda Gates said it was part of the direct cause for the divorce. She said she met Epstein and said he was evil.
He was evil personified.
So you have to understand, this is like Bill Gates' kryptonite.
Okay, this fun poll might not be too fun, I've got to be honest. So it is, which cursed snack? Which cursed snack would you risk eating? A mystery meat popsicle? A spicy mud stew? Sprinkled toenail cookie? You asked for the poll. I had to get this one out eventually. Or a spider web cotton candy. And you might think, that one sounds the easiest. Until there's a spider in there. But which cursed snack would you risk eating? The mystery meat popsicle, the spicy mud stew, sprinkled toenail cookie, or spiderweb cotton candy? This is the... This poll is a reflection of what the US is becoming. This will become the modern diet of the US, of a US citizen. I don't want to eat a spider. They're my friends. How am I ever supposed to win in the pig competition or whatever Charlotte's Web's about? Sorry, let's get back to the actual video. So yes, Bill Gates, pedophile, question mark? It's like, double question mark, because do you even need to question the question at this point?
Evil personified.
So you have to understand, this is like Bill Gates' kryptonite. He's one of the richest men on the planet.
Is the meat cooked? It's a mystery.
He's got this huge philanthropy arm. But this relationship with Epstein has been a huge problem for him. And Epstein appears to have known that because in 2013, Bill Gates appears to be distancing himself from Jeffrey Epstein. And Epstein seems to have a problem with that. He says, I assume the dedication to our relation went both ways. Larry has now asked me to recommit to a confidentiality agreement. Basically, he's got to shut up about his relationship with Bill Gates. And this is where the blackmail starts. And it comes in the form of like, if I were you, I would do X if I were the type of guy that you should be. He says, in that regard, I suggest I buy you the house that you had your heart set on. In addition to 5 years of severance, we'll buy you out of the investment contract we agreed upon, 30 to 40% of an $100 million partnership for $30 million in today's terms. That's what I would have done had I been in your shoes. Then he lays out what he has on Bill Gates, or what he says he has. Quote, to add insult to injury, you subsequently, with tears in your eyes, implore me to delete the emails I had regarding your STD. Your request that I provide you antibiotics that you could surreptitiously give to Melinda, and the description of your I mean, this is insane. It's completely insane. It's like basically laying out in text form, I would give me millions of dollars, and I can't believe you're asking me to delete the message where you were going to give STD medication to your wife without her knowledge. I mean, it's complete. It's crazy. It's just completely obvious what he's doing here. It's just a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Here's what you should do. But now that coming out after Epstein's death, this looks really bad for Gates, obviously, because you usually wouldn't blackmail somebody for something that's completely false or fake. I mean, maybe he did that. But we also know Bill Gates had affairs. Obviously, Melinda credits it for their divorce. So it's hard to...
Sounds like there's probably some other reasons. Yeah, it was the cheating. She just didn't specify who with. Like, yeah, it was a lot of bad stuff.
To believe there was nothing sketchy going on. Bill Gates, of course, maintains that it was completely above board. He says the fact this allegation was in here just shows how much Epstein was willing to defame people. But Epstein lays it out. He says he helped Bill get drugs in order to deal with the consequences of sex with Russian girls, facilitating his illicit trysts with married women, and to being asked to provide Adderall for bridge tournaments. Look, guys, this is exactly what we suspect.
Yo, I was looking up Bill Gates. What is this image of him? What is this? What the fuck is this? Why does he look like that? What is happening? He looks like he's made of leather. Like, people usually say that because of like a skin's texture. His skin legitimately looks like leather. What? He's like the color of an Oompa Loompa. What is going on? Sorry, I was just looking up Bill Gates to see what else there might be, to see if I could find more info. And this image is from a from a January 9th article where Bill Gates said in new memo, "I am still an optimist." Get fucked, buddy. I hope this actually catches up with you. You like, oh my god, fucking god. If it's not real, then this article is using it for some reason. It all looks terrible, whatever it is. I feel like it's just really bad, like, color grading. They were fucking with the colors in Photoshop and it just ended up, they're like, nah, fuck it, and they just posted it.
Expected the whole time. Epstein was providing services to rich people and expecting payment via blackmail. Now you might say, and it's true, that we don't know that Epstein ultimately sent that version of an email to Gates. All we know is he sent that to himself. He may have planned the blackmail and just been drafting something. But what we do know are two things. The Wall Street Journal has reported that Gates was threatened by Epstein over an affair. We also know that after this blackmail email Jeffrey sent to himself was written, eventually Gates sent a $2 million donation to MIT directed by Jeffrey Epstein, which is a bit weird if you had distanced yourself from the guy and y'all had this big falling out. Now again, do we know for sure that Bill Gates did all of that? No.
What is that connection to, though, with the donation to MIT being like the compensation? That's such a that part adds like an even weirder. I don't know. Why is he yelling at me? I don't know. CoffeeZilla really comes in hard, comes in with the heat. This is important stuff. He wants to make sure you hear it.
Oh, of course we don't. But do I think Bill Gates was innocently looking for charity advice from a after he already pled guilty? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not that gullible. And speaking of not that gullible, we've been lied to also by another richest guy on the planet. Geez, it's a shock why they don't want to put this out.
I swear to God, I'm 6 years old. I think this Diddy blood is Epstein. Like I just read it. It actually just caught me off guard. I swear, I'm like a 10-year-old.
Out Elon Musk, who has been saying for years that it is a lie that he went to Epstein's island. In fact, he says he refused to go. From Elon, he says, Epstein tried to get me to go to his island. I refused. He says, anyone pushing this false narrative deserves complete contempt. Later responding to another headline, which said Elon Musk planned trip to Epstein's private island. And he says, this is false. But of course, we start to dig through the files and we can see on Epstein's calendar that Elon Musk is booked in December 6th of 2014. But maybe you don't believe that. That's just the word of Jeffrey Epstein. But maybe you'll believe the word of Elon Musk, who was caught emailing Jeffrey Epstein to go to his island post the guilty plea. Elon Musk writes, we'll be in BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Good time to visit. Jeffrey Epstein says, I will send a heli for you. Later, Elon Musk writes to Epstein, probably just to Lula and me, his ex-wife, what day and night would be the wildest party on your island? The world's richest man is asking the most pedophile man for the wildest party.
Yeah, and also the phrasing for that, it's just like, what do you do? What do you do? Has Elon said anything? Was he just like, whoa, whoa? You know you can't believe these things. What has he said? What matters is not release of some subset of the Epstein files, but rather the prosecution of those who committed heinous crimes with Epstein. When there is at least one arrest, some justice will have been done. If not, this is all performative, nothing but a distraction. And this was in reply to, Elon Musk has consistently been the loudest public voice demanding the release of the Epstein files and accountability for all involved. Not a single Epstein client has been prosecuted, not even one. Okay. Yeah, he was about to go to the he was going to leave early. He wants to go to one of the wildest parties Epstein's ever had. I don't trust rich people parties. You know, rich people parties are just fucking, they got like people walking around on all fours and like leashes and stuff. Yeah, you know it. The wildest party.
On his island. And then it gets more explicit. In 2012, remember, this is the guy who said, I refused it. I could never do that, right? It's false. But here in 2012, he says, do you have any parties planned? I've been working to the edge of my sanity this year. I really want to hit the party scene in St. Bart's or elsewhere and let loose. The invitation is much appreciated, but a peaceful island experience is the opposite of what I'm looking for. Guys, he can't.
What the fuck? What the fuck? A peaceful island experience is the opposite of what I'm looking for. He just wants to party hard and do MDMA and fucking trip on mushrooms and stuff. That's all he's talking about.
The invitation is much appreciated.
With Jeffrey Epstein. It's just a little caveat.
but a peaceful island experience is the opposite of what I'm looking for. Guys, he can't even play the I went to go study math excuse, which is what all these guys do. They say, hey, I just went to go talk to scientists.
Can we arrest Elon just on cringe charges alone? That should be a federal offense. I don't know what the actual, maybe maybe you just have him put on some type of registry. Maybe that's the best outcome. Have him pay some fines, community service, all that.
Elon's like, hey, I don't want to do that. I'm looking for a party. That's what I'm here to do. And then Jeffrey Epstein writes, understood, I will see you on St. Barth. The ratio on my island might make your ex-wife uncomfortable. I can't believe these guys are lying to us and people are swallowing it still, thinking that Elon Musk had nothing to do with this guy. So again, that's 2012. That's 2014. But guess what? There's another time in 2013.
And remember, that's after 2008 when he was already arrested. Fuck. Oh my God. And then you got people like Nick Fuentes being like, it's not actually pedophilia, right? It's hebephilia. Like, that's so much better. The issue isn't some pedantic phrasing. It's the predation of the young. Even at like 7, even at 18, let's say even 18, even at a legal age, like there's still definitely, oh my God, it's just like, it feels so obvious and like it shouldn't need to be explained. Because like, yes, there is still a lot of growing that you do as your brain develops up until you're 25. And so fully developed individuals in their 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever the fuck, preying on those who are young. Who cares what the fuck? Like genuinely, it's just so stupid to me. It just feels like such like a ridiculous point. Yes, they weren't 12 years old. Oh, well, puberty, pedophilia is about prepubescent girls. Okay, well, some girls start puberty at like 9. So then that's not pedophilia? It's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hey, let's be real here. I think pedophilia is wrong. Hebephilia is wrong. I think there's like ebophilia or something else. What are all... I'm trying to ask this in the most like scientific way possible so that I don't get like... Minor attraction classifications generally fall under the umbrella of chronophilia. Chronophilia. Okay, let's do that then. Let's just call them all chronophiles. Cool. That's so much better. Which refers to the sexual presence or this sexual preference for a specific age group. In academic, forensic, and clinical literature, these classifications are primarily distinguished by the developmental stages of the target rather than the chronological age alone. Yes, and then there's pedophilia, hebephilia, ephebophilia, pedahebophilia, infantophilia, or that's nepiophilia. Ridiculous.
I mean, this seems like a yearly thing with the boys. Here, once again, Elon Musk writes, we'll be in the BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Again, is there a good time to visit? Jeffrey Epstein, any day, 1st to the 8th, play it by ear if you want, always space for you. They then plan some more, and you might think, well, if Elon ever told the truth, This is when he has to reject, right? Because he said, I refused. But actually, it appears to be one of those cases where, like, your friend says, like, oh, bro, I dumped her. And actually, it was the other way. Yeah, it turns out Elon didn't dump the p***. The p*** dumped Elon. He says, bad news. Unfortunately, my schedule will keep me in New York. Hopefully, we can schedule another time in the future. Jeffrey Epstein let Elon down. That's actually the real story. Is the reason he didn't go in 2013 was because he couldn't go. Jeffrey Epstein was not there. Guys, I mean, how blatant do they have to make it before we start to just see through it, right? When they issue these ridiculous denials, they're totally associated with the guy after the guilty plea. They lie through their teeth, but they can't even keep their story straight. I mean, that's what's crazy. They're not even competent at this. They get caught.
Nick Fuentes, the kind of guy to memorize all the different philias. See, the only reason I remember hebephilia is because it's like heebie-jeebies. They give me the heebie-jeebies, those hebophiles.
In their own lies all the time. Remember, the FBI's official story was they didn't blackmail. Well, before we even had these files, Howard Lutnick was on the record calling Jeffrey Epstein the greatest blackmailer ever.
So how come Bill Gates and all these other people could hang around him and not see what you saw? Or did they see it and ignore it? Or
No, they participated.
right.
That's what his MO was.
Okay, her demeanor was also a little odd there. I understand she's just trying to like she wants to get this case out there, wants to get this story out there, but I feel like she's just like, yeah, okay.
Ignore it or
No, they participated.
right.
That's what his MO was, get a massage, And what happened in that massage room, I assume was on video. This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever.
Interesting. Okay, so Howard has a different perspective. Now, if you don't know, that guy, do you think he's just telling the truth there? Even this guy who's contradicting the official narrative, this guy literally lived next to Jeffrey Epstein. This guy who's like, I'm going to tell the truth. Those guys participated. That guy lives next to Jeffrey Epstein. And by the way, he lied too. I love this video we're about to get into because this...
I'm sorry, I just want to appreciate the way that CoffeeZilla moves in this little bit. He goes... He's like keeping it very contained to like a little box, but he's like trying to do very big movements.
To Jeffrey Epstein. And by the way, he lied too. I love this video we're about to get into because this guy, Mr. He's the greatest blackmailer ever, does he know something we don't know? Because it's interesting. Mr.
He's the biggest... Jeffrey Epstein was the biggest blackmailer ever. Can you give us an example or an explanation of what you mean by that? No, I can't really talk about it, sorry. No, sorry, I can't discuss that.
His neighbor had to also explain how he had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. And he lays it out pretty simply. He goes, yep, I lived next to him, but in 2005, I had such a horrible experience that I knew I could never talk to him again.
He was your neighbor for 10 years. How well did you know him?
We move in 2005.
I am CoffeeZilla. I am. Me when I'm losing my mind at the country I live in.
Okay. Jeffrey Epstein is arrested in like 08, I think, or something like that.
Right.
So knock on the door. His assistant on like a Saturday says, Mr. Epstein, your neighbor would like to invite you over for coffee. And there's a massage table in the middle of the room. Massage table in the middle of your house? How often you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he like gets like weirdly close to me.
Ooh.
And he says, and the right kind of massage.
Ooh.
Now my wife is standing here. So she looks at me and I look at her and we say, I'm sorry, we have to go. And we left. And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided.
6 to 8 steps. What are you talking about? That just doesn't even make any sense. Stop being so hyperbolic.
That I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
Well, he couldn't be more clear, could he, right? He says, hey, I may have been his next door neighbor, but I met him once.
I met him once, and then he revealed to me how much of a creep he was, and I knew right then and there that I wasn't going to do anything about it, but I was going to not be his friend. We were not buddies.
before the 2008 guilty plea. Remember I said that was a big deal. And we got invited over, and it was like 5 seconds, and we left, and we realized he was a creep. We were out of there. He made this rude, lewd comment in front of my wife. I would never go see this guy. I mean, he makes it super clear he's gross.
So I was never in the room with him socially, for business, or for even philanthropy.
I was never in the room with him is a very choice set of words. That it was very... What does that mean? You were never in a room specifically, or you were never at his parties? You were never at parties that he was also at. You were never in... You know what I mean? It's that, what is it, 8 degrees of Kevin Bacon? I always mess up the number, 8 degrees. Six degrees of Kevin Bacon, that's it. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but all these guys just have 1 degree away from Jeffrey Epstein. They're like, I never talked to him. I was talking to a person about a business deal that he was also involved in. It's like, what are you... All I did was go to a party that I wasn't invited to. I went there as a +1. It's like, what? I don't know what you're trying to... Why you're trying to make us feel this way. It's not working, though.
That guy was there. I wasn't going because he's gross.
These other guys, they may have participated.
They participated.
But Howard Lutnick, he could never. No. He's too good of a guy. Well, guess what we found in the old emails? Looky. It's Howard Lutnick writing in to Jeffy Boy in 2012. Hi, Jeff. We're landing in St. Thomas early afternoon, planning to head over. Where are you located? What's the exact location for my captain? Does Sunday evening for dinner sound good? Is this the guy you said made a lewd comment to your wife and, oh, I could never be in front of him?
What's so interesting to me is Jeffrey Epstein had such like a tight relationship with so many different people. Like, was he really just like at business meetings and dinners like every single like waking moment? Like it was always either parties or business deals? Because I swear there's just so many fucking people. They're like, let's go out to dinner. Let's go out to lunch. He's canceling on Elon Musk. He's like, you know what I mean? It's just so it's so... Oh my God. Like, I get it. He was a New York financier. I get it, but like I'm really just at a loss, I think.
He's gross. Guess what the next email is? My boy's wife messaging in, saying we're headed towards you in St. Thomas. Late.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. This is weird, too. Yeah, pointing. I didn't even think about this. Sorry. I was just literally so taken aback by everything. I have another couple, Michael and Marcy Lerman, with me on my boat, and each of us has 4 children. 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 7-year-old. Even just this phrasing of it. We got 2 16s, 2 14s. Like listing them like cattle or something. I don't know. And it's just so... Because, yeah, it's like one of the things where it's like that would usually be an indication of like, oh, see, he was there with his children, so it's not a big deal. But in this case, it's just... And that's the thing, is you have to look at it holistically. You don't just look at an individual message and go, oh, he was going to do this with his and his friend's children. What you do look at, though, is the way that he was trying to cover for himself in saying that he never spoke with Jeffrey Epstein. I spoke to him one time. I was his next door neighbor and everything, but that's just a coincidence. That's happenstance. Price of admission is a minor per person. It's like when you go to parties in high school and they're like, for every dude, you gotta bring 2 chicks. For every dude dork out there, you got to bring at least 3 girls with you. But in this case, they're talking. It has to be minors. Like, actually, again, how are these people not, like, I get it's an FBI investigation. They have to do stuff, but you'd expect at least a little bit more happening other than them just going, here you go. Here it is. Here's what we're looking into. And it's like, yeah, but what's being actually done about this? What, you wanted the Epstein files released, now they're released. What now? Oh, you guys keep moving the goalpost. First it was release the files, and now it's arrest everybody? Oh, like, it's just, my brain is melting.
Good? Is this the guy you said made a lewd comment to your wife and, oh, I could never be in front of him? He's gross. Guess what the next email is? My boy's wife messaging in, saying we're headed towards you in St. Thomas. Later.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Lutnick does have 4 kids.
The subject line, Jeffrey Epstein. Good morning, Howard. Jeffrey wished me to pass you along. Nice seeing you. They clearly met, and the guy is just lying about it to your face, to the American public's face, and they tried to hide it from us. I cannot emphasize this enough. They're lying through their teeth. You think this guy perfectly remembers a 2005, wall?
That is actually a perfect analogy. It's more like a can drive concert. You can come for free with 2 cans of food for donation. They don't see those kids as people. Not only do they not see them as people, but they probably do think of it in kind of like those terms. Not that they're doing something altruistic like donation, but it's for like a quote unquote greater good of the pleasure of these fucking psychopaths. It is absolutely insane.
Walking in the guy's house, I remember exactly what I said to him. My wife and I looked at each other, and he wouldn't remember the 2012. I boated over to his private island for a dinner. Is that what we're really thinking? Is that what we're expected to believe? This is a momentary lapse in his judgment. No, these guys don't even care about being consistent, and they're all throwing each other under the bus. Don't you remember Elon Musk saying, the time to drop the really big bomb, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they haven't been made public. My guy, you also are in the Epstein files, very clearly doing stuff you lied about, okay? So is Howard Lutnick, who says, yeah, Bill Gates, he's probably getting blackmailed because he participated. What did you do on the island over in 2012, Howard? Do we know that? I mean, does anyone care? Now, the last thing I want to talk about is some of the most explosive stuff. It's also, again, I have to say, unverified, okay? This is the NTOC, the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, and the challenge with confirming some of this is that these are anonymous tips, or they black them out at least, so we don't know who they are, and anyone can drop a tip. Now, that doesn't mean that you should disregard them. It just means we can't verify them. The other challenge is that the FBI has a heavy incentive to discredit anything with Donald Trump in it, just because he's in the White House right now, obviously. And so I want to be clear, there are notes related to some of these submissions where they say things like complainant was spoken to and deemed not credible. Additional research showed 3 separate redacted. You know, it's hard to tell how much this is the proper due diligence of the FBI, which they should be doing, of course, and not all complaints are credible. But also there's this obvious conflict of interest with the fact that the sitting president is in some of these complaints. But here they are for what it's worth. Complaint summary. Blank reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump while performing. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed about biting President Trump. The friend also said she was abused by Epstein.
This is clearly just the liberals, the Democrats, just trying to get back at Trump. I want to punch a hole through the United States. I'm just like, it is despicable. Yes, let us arrest Bill Clinton. Let us arrest Donald Trump. Let us arrest all the different people involved, all of these different individuals. Let's get them. Let's not fucking do all this back and forth of, well, nobody cared when, well, like, it's just so
Later, there's very explosive claims
just
about
ridiculous.
big parties with her, other younger girls, and older Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. There's claims third hand about a female victim of Epstein's who wants to publish a book citing Leslie Wexner, Epstein, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell is in the videos as well. And it goes on like this for a while. Some of the complaints are just like very graphic, and obviously I'm gonna censor out some of it. But I should also mention the DOJ claims that some of these claims were submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. To be clear, the claims are unfounded and false, and if they had any shred of credibility, they would have certainly been weaponized against President Trump already. Now, I agree that if a complaint is timed right before an election, there definitely could be some other motivations to that. But it's also ridiculous to say that anything in the Epstein files, if it were true, would have come out already. Because why didn't we see the stuff about Bill Gates, for example? I mean, that stuff apparently has been sitting in here for a long time. And not only did no one talk about it, the FBI literally like covered for it. I mean, they said that this...
It's just like every step, it's everything that suits the narrative is real. Anything that doesn't suit the narrative is fake. That's like as simple as it can get. This is just.
This was not the case. There are big claims against a lot of powerful people. Nobody in that file really wants to rock the boat or release the files because then they get in trouble and their buddies get in trouble, and that's a huge problem. So I don't really buy the idea that, oh, if it were true, it would have already gotten out.
Like, it's so hysterical too, because this is like the moment when you see that all of the elite, all of them, Democrats, Republicans, doesn't matter, the left and the right, when they reach this level of power, this level of wealth, this assumed authority, it is like, it's so clear that like everybody that's always talked about how I don't trust anybody in the government, I've never trusted the government, oh, the government's always been out to get us, oh, there's all these different, it's like, why is it now, oh, well, we just have to wait and see, we just gotta wait and see, now we'll just wait and see.
I don't buy that. That's why we need transparency. That's why it's important these files are out. But this is just to look at a small fraction of the files. And over the next few weeks, we're going to go through all of the major findings we can from this 3.5 million page document dump. But seriously, think about how discrediting this has been, not only to this administration, but to so many rich and powerful people who have lied through their teeth happily towards you in order to hide their relationship with this man that many of them held post-guilty plea. And some of them, now we know, Epstein prepared blackmail for them and, according to reports, threatened.
So there have been 3 million pages released, but apparently there's still
between all the
6 million pages. there are a total of roughly 6 million pages. So even out of everything, it's like, who knows what there still is, what they're still just trying to redact. Yeah, no ethical billionaires. I mean, even being like high up on the multi-millionaires, like once you start hitting a couple 100 million, you're at like a 250 million. It's like, I feel like there's ways that we can figure, like, you know what I mean? That you can buy a really nice house and some property and basically live your entire life on that without any needs and still have so much left over that you could feed back into communities and into, like, you know, the disenfranchised. And instead, again, it's no one cares. Everybody always says, oh, businesses care about their bottom line. Nobody gives a shit about the bottom line. It's literally all about maximizing profits. Everybody just wants to maximize their profits. If anybody starts cutting away at profits, they get fucking canned. If anything starts cutting away at profits, it gets optimized and pushed out. That's just like the way it goes. And feeding into, like, you know, feeding into it in like these monopolies is kind of like the issue, and we do need to kind of go back to specialists, you know, true craftsmen, you know, get someone that can actually make your clothes from scratch. Go to a real an authentic tailor. I don't get why Gates would need Epstein's help to get antibiotics. Well, if you think about it in terms of like the actual like purpose, it does kind of make sense. Because obviously he's got friends in high places, people that could get the job done regardless. But I think that he understands what he's doing is so highly illegal that adding more people into it only adds more opportunity for things to go wrong. Whereas if he just keeps going to Jeffrey Epstein for every issue that he has about these like individual instances of, you know, being a pedophile, then it alleviates that risk. So like I could understand it on that level, that he understands like how illegal the stuff is. Because if he was just cheating, then maybe it'd be a little bit easier. But that also mixed with the fact that he wanted to drug her. He didn't want to like, hey, you know, I think maybe you should take this. Hey, I got this new medication. You want to try these new drugs with me? He was just going to straight up drug his wife. Crazy. But I do want to see this. Mom's heartbreaking LSD choice, sending her son to a mental hospital. So this is from the 1960s? It might give us the year. And we're going to watch this. It's a 10-minute video, and then we'll jump into the body cam footage.
Do you like LSD?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because for one, it teaches me a lot about myself that I didn't know. And it kind of informs me about my environment and what goes on.
What does it tell you about yourself?
It tells me what I like.
What do you like?
Well, you know, I can't really explain what I like.
It's hard to explain. You see, you've had an experience that I haven't had, and I'm trying to find out what your experience is like, what it does for you, what it feels like.
Well, it makes everything a little unreal, you know. Everything that is hallucinations project from my mind, and everything that I see is myself. I mean, it's all coming from my mind, and all the things that I see, everything that I see I'm making it all.
He must have just come off of a trip and got thrown into this mental hospital. I'm like, he still seems like he's on the come down.
You're controlling everything.
Yes. I'm controlling what the scenery looks like about me. I'm not controlling it necessarily, but when it's happening, that's what's me. That's me happening.
How about people? Do you think that before you used the drug, you were afraid of people?
Well, I didn't know it at the time, but I realized that I was when I took the drug. Because it brings out your inner feelings more intensely.
And why do you think you were afraid of them before?
Because I didn't know them.
Do you feel that you do know them through the drug?
No, I don't feel that I know them, but I'm not afraid of being rejected by them. Because I don't feel any rejection towards them. I used to be constantly thinking about being afraid of them, but now I don't have to be afraid anymore because they're all beautiful, and whether they reject me or not, they're still beautiful.
Does it ever seem to you that this may be a little unreal?
That's kind of an odd question to ask in this moment. He does have some Lego hair. It's just the style. It's the era. I think that it's an interesting question to ask him. Do you ever think that all of this is not real? What do you mean? Because it sounds like this kid just had ego death. He realized that he was having a fear of others, and there's a fear of what, you know, not knowing what could happen, and then there's a fear, like, you know, having social anxiety, having like a fear of actually interacting because you don't know what's going to happen. Because everybody has, like, you know, the fear of what could be, but it's about the anxiety that comes with it. It sounds like he just kind of broke through that a little bit, had a bit of an ego death. I don't see what the major issue is right now. He was probably just really sweaty when his pupils were all dilated and his mom freaked out.
Oh, yes. But I mean, after you learn this on an acid trip, you practice it when you're straight, too.
I've never taken LSD, but I have some tabs. Too afraid to try. I'd say definitely do not take them until you feel completely like free of that anxiety. Because I've always said that you should really not do any type of psychedelic without being in like a serene state of mind. You shouldn't do it right before you got to pay bills. You shouldn't do it, you know, a day before work or something, because not even just the come down and the issues of like the haze afterwards, truly the anxiety that can come out through the trip can sometimes be worse than what the anxiety that like this kid's talking about having experienced prior. But overall, yeah, I think psychedelics, and the best way I've been able to explain it, at least from my personal experience, is I think that doing like mushrooms definitely is more of a body reaction, where you have more of a physical high. Your body feels tingly, you can feel light, feel warm, stuff like that. You still have a mental psychedelic effect. You know, things become wavy if you take enough. It really does depend on the quantity. But I much more think of shrooms as being very grounded. You're very much one with the earth. LSD, on the other hand, I've always described as much more clinical. It feels like being in some kind of production, being in some kind of a show, or you know, just something that is more fabricated. And so I can understand how people that have loose grips on reality just in normal life can have mental breakdowns pretty easily after taking LSD. And that's why I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who's having any type of anxiety towards it. Thanks for the advice. I will stick to MDMA. Cabin the kind of guy to fuck with you when you're high? Nah, not really. I've seen too many people freak out, like actually have like... And here's the other thing too. If you've ever had a bad trip, don't think it's going to be better the next time. Kind of take it as a lesson and move on. Find other things you like to do. Maybe you enjoy reading. We all have our vices. But like, I knew somebody who literally did psychedelics and had a bad experience like every single time doing it. And it's like, why would you continue? Why would you continue trying it over and over again if you know you're going to think that you're dead and that there are aliens coming and you're hitting people and fucking and oh my god, I've seen some crazy things. My worst trips were on shrooms, and my only truly good trip was on acid. I'm a bad person to give my opinion on this because I've never truly had a bad trip. And I got to the point, and I've said this before on stream, I got to a pretty bad point where it wasn't like I was having adverse effects, but I was microdosing in large quantities basically every other day, because people talk about the why can't I think of the word right now? It was too much. It was all the acid I took. It's fried my brain completely. The tolerance. There we go. Simple word. People think about the tolerance of psychedelics, and usually they'll tell you like take a week off, take a couple weeks off, maybe a month, to get a strong reaction again. But if you are taking it in small doses, you can get a pretty like consistent high. Like I probably did LSD consistently for like 2 months, after having done it probably for like a year prior to that. And then I basically stopped just cold turkey because I ran out. And that's how I know that it's like I wasn't mentally addicted, I wasn't physically addicted. But I did learn that psychedelics actually do negatively impact your immune system. And so doing them in large quantities on the regular like that can be bad for you, and it is not recommended. Yeah, it's actually worse each time. If you have a bad trip and you think it's going to be better the next time, it will just get worse. They don't get better. You can't just handle it the next time. If I made it through jail tripping, I don't think I'm capable of a bad trip. Did you do, when I was a kid, I learned how to make, I never did it, but I learned like a recipe for jail LSD. And I don't know if it actually has, like, it's obviously not actually LSD because that's the specific chemical compound. But I always wondered if it did actually have a psychedelic effect. Yeah, microdosing in large quantities. Well, it's like, is it considered microdosing if I'm doing like half a tab every other day? Probably not. That was like once I like was towards the end, because I think I started with like a quarter tab, and then yeah, like the tolerance grows a bit, so then I went up to like a half a tab. When they tell you for microdosing, people usually do like a tiny, and the other part too is I don't understand how the dosing works on that anyways, because of the way I'm talking about drugs too much right now, but the whole thing is it is interesting. MDMA is my all-time favorite, but stops working fast like LSD. Yeah, like and that's the whole thing is I wasn't taking LSD to get crazy strong visuals and do it. I liked the mental state it put me in and the energy that it gave me. It is like a 12-hour high. So if I take a microdose, don't get any visuals, but I just feel happier and can go and work and then go do stuff after work and go do stuff. It was genuinely like a pretty, and I could definitely understand why so many people in like the tech industry do stuff like that. I think it's more common with like mushrooms and other things, but it definitely made sense to me at the time. Oh, Tam, we were all picked up out of a park for public intoxication, tripping on shrooms. LOL, so dumb looking back. Okay, so you were just in it for a minute. Oh, yeah, no, tripping in the cell, as soon as you're walking in, you're like, oh, okay. I'm stuck in the box now. Captain, you love talking about drugs? Who doesn't? It's one thing I know a little bit about. I ended up taking a bath in all my clothes, eating mandarin oranges, trying to make myself not high. Don't they say that citrus increases the high? That's what I've heard, is like people take like mushrooms with orange juice, and that like makes you trip harder. One of my worst trips, got myself home, go to bed, put the TV on chill, and the first thing on TV was Clockwork Orange. Changed the channel, and it was Family Guy with Peter when Peter hit his knees, and it never ends. Oh, that's great. Tripping and Family Guy gets turned on. You're like, oh no, finally, this is bearable. Here, let's let this kid finish.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't leave you.
If everybody is beautiful.
And just to be clear, I like talking about drugs because I've known a lot of people who have done a lot of drugs.
Then there's no one who's, say, dangerous to you.
Oh, but the dangerous people are beautiful too. They're dangerous, sure, but they're still beautiful.
Why are you here?
Well, it's a long story.
Yeah, people call it lemon tech. Lemon tech style, where acidic juice is used to accelerate the effects of hallucinogenic psilocybin mushrooms. The mechanism: the citric acid in the juice breaks down the mushroom material, allowing the body to absorb the psilocybin faster. It's called lemon teching. You didn't realize you were just lemon teching. So I guess it just depends. So they usually do it with lemon juice. Orange juice or lemon juice. Interesting.
But I'll try to break it down in short. I found God, and I made me feel quite good, you know. and my mother mistook this good feeling for taking drugs, and I was getting kind of wayward and everything. I mean, I wasn't coming home on time, so she phoned the police, and I was brought to YGC, and then I was brought here.
Wow. So he was taking acid. He wasn't coming home on time, so his mom called the police and got him thrown in the loony bin. Crazy.
And I was getting kind of wayward and everything. I mean, I wasn't coming home on.
And I wouldn't say that about modern mental hospitals, but back in the day, that's how they treated you. Let's be clear. Let me be clear.
Time. So she phoned the police, and I was brought to YGC, and then I was brought here. Because of my talking about God and everything, they might have thought that I was a little crazy.
Do you think you are?
No. But I understand how they felt, because I wasn't making myself clear on it. It's very hard to... I was trying to express something that was hard to express, and I wasn't really capable of expressing it. I mean, I can have the relationship between myself and God, but it's a mistake to try to make other people feel the way I did, and that's what I was trying to do.
What's God like?
Well, first of all, God is everything, so he is like everything. He is everything. There's nothing that he isn't like.
Is he like a man?
I don't know. Everything, he lives in everything. Everything on this earth.
I can't describe to you the feeling that it gives you when your son says to you, "Can't you feel it? God is everywhere. I'm going with God. I'm waiting for God to come and get me."
Here's the real question, though. Did it make you question your Christianity? Because I don't know. I guess I don't know if this mother's Christian, but I don't know. Whenever I hear about people talking like these type of interactions, it's like, no, you're crazy. You're not thinking straight. And it's just like, what do you think happened in biblical times? They went, "I just spoke with God," and everybody was just like, "Get away from me. You're mad." Like, why don't you believe them? I don't know. You know what I mean? What's the difference? What is the like actual material difference in somebody saying that they spoke to God versus actually having done it? Is it just it was in an old book, so you believe it more? I don't know.
It isn't a happy thing at all, or an insight. It's a death wish. And I tried talking sense to him. I said, "Jimmy, you don't see God till you die." But he couldn't see that at all. He believed that he was seeing him right now. Jim hasn't adjusted.
You can only meet God when you die. Tell that to like literally almost everybody in the Bible.
Well to school. He's an extremely introverted boy, or has been up until lately. Shy. He wouldn't try. The least sign of failure to him meant an automatic stop right now.
The first time I took mushrooms, I took 9 grams. My Lord, I didn't know. I lost my mind on Canada Day. My mom picked me up and drove me out into the mountains instead of home. I was 13. I deserved it. Oh, she was like, "You want to be one of these hippies, huh? You want to see how the hippies live? Let's go out in the woods." She didn't even get mad at me. She just drove me out into buttfuck nowhere into the mountains. She said, "How's this feel? Get some fresh air."
Now, and I think that the problems that he had were magnified and triggered by the release that he seemed to find in drugs. And I feel as though that this is, many of the children today are doing this type of thing, and if it could be stressed that this is a medical problem and not a criminal problem, I believe that parents would be on the telephone.
Okay, well, I mean, she seems to have at least generally the right idea, which I feel like what she's trying to say is like, like his problems became like illuminated by this drug, and then he started feeling some type of way about it, but clearly there was underlying issues to begin with, whether that be depression or what, you know, whatever it may be. I feel like she's kind of working in the right direction.
If it could be stressed that this is a medical problem and not a criminal problem, I believe that parents would be on the telephone calling somebody as soon as they found illegal material around the house, which they don't do now because they're afraid they're sending their sons and daughters to jail.
There is a steady flow into San Francisco hospitals of young people who have freaked out and been picked up by the police in a state of desperate terror.
Where are you taking me? Where are my friends? Do my friends know I'm here? Where am I? Where am I?
You're in the hospital here. Come on.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Victor.
Oh my God. And I can only imagine the fear. Like, going into a cell is one thing. Imagine doctors being held by police and doctors are all of a sudden talking to you. Hello, my name is I'm Dr. Johnson. Hello. And you're just like, what's going on? Where am I? This is the hospital. Well, welcome. It's time for you to be studied. I would literally just have a heart attack in that moment.
Bad trip is a frightening thing to witness. It must be far more terrifying to experience.
Where are you taking me? Where am
You're
I?
right around here at the desk. You're in the hospital.
Who are you? I'm a nurse.
Like, just imagine what she's seeing right now. She's standing there. Hi, who are you? Hi, I'm a nurse. Just fucking leaned into her like that. Oh my God. She's seeing everything through a fisheye lens. This is terrible.
The desk. You're in the hospital.
Who are you? I'm a nurse. What's your name? Your hand.
Why is she so close to her? Step back.
Oh, what's your name? Joan. Joan. I'm a nurse. Guy?
I'm a nurse. What's your name? Joan? Joan. I'm a nurse. Fucking hell.
I don't want to be here. Where are my friends? It's all right. It's all right. I'll get you back on. It's all right. I'm a nurse. It's all right, Joan.
Hi, John. My name is Gus. I'm going to take you to your room now.
Hospital people, whether they want to or not, are becoming expert in the handling of LSD users in trouble. The street, where hippies like to congregate, shows no hint of the horror behind the scenes in hospitals. But the street thrusts the hippies at the community. They can't be left to go their own way and forgotten because they make their presence felt. For one thing, they take up a good deal of public space. In a sense, they have taken over the community by superimposing their own subculture and values upon it. They express contempt for money and pride themselves on being able to manage without it. But they are not above begging.
Did you just consider that begging? He sold that guy a paper.
This is the office of a San Francisco...
They literally didn't show any I mean, they showed a guy playing guitar. I guess he was probably begging. But I mean, he's doing a service. He's not panhandling. He's busking, which is a real career.
Cisco hippie newspaper called The Oracle. It's a busy place. We asked Gabe Katz, one of the editors of The Oracle.
Look around.
We asked one of the editors of The Oracle. Like, what the... Whoever edited this and put it on YouTube, like, David Hoffman, you could have cut this part out. Let me see if they have the closed caption.
The Oracle.
Look around.
Well, this is what happens when you take LSD. You become incomprehensible. You're totally incoherent. Please, speak clearly, man. Wow, very wise.
Right. Because they never had a chance to figure it out for themselves what they wanted to do. You were a this, or you're going to be a this. I'm going to school to do this. When you go to school for the right to earn, to learn to earn, to buy more pieces of metal junk, and, you know, I think the kids that are here, that are getting into this whole thing now, this evolution now is one that is a result of the alienation that a child feels, particularly a middle-class American feels, of not really relating to his family. Father's somebody that goes to work, and he gets shoved into school and is constantly subject to one authority or another. And when he turns on, he sees, wow, there's something else.
Very true. Well, and that's kind of what I think that I don't know if that was actually, I started realizing at the end, I was like, I guess I don't know if this is the first boy's mother. They look similar. Am I tripping? Am I tripping right now? They look similar to me. But I could be wrong. But I feel like that point was almost what she was saying, is that she sees it as a mental health issue. He sees it as a societal issue. It's kind of a mix of both, you know. Society dictates our mental states, and the brain is malleable. You know, it'll be formed however it is affected by the world. But now we move on to body cam footage. We have a few to look at today, just a couple. Been going for about an hour. We'll see, probably maybe do 2 or 3 of these, get through a couple of them. I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. This is the first one we were going to check out. It's Street Racer Cries for Mom After Caught. I see so many of these where people just, as soon as they get caught, they're like, I need to call my mom, please. Can I call my mom? And it's like, dude, you're 30. This guy looks like Turkey Tom. It's like, man, what are you talking about? You need to call your mom right now. You can call her. You should call. Is she going to come pick up your vehicle? Is she going to come pick up your... I don't get what you need this. Kevin Quasar psychedelic meetup when? Coming soon. Coming to a outdoor field near you. As opposed to an indoor field. Let's continue. Street Racer Cries for Mom After Caught.
Are you asking for your mom? Yes! How old are you? 22! Oh my god.
Okay, I thought he was a lot older. My bad. My bad, dog. It's a rough 22. How old are you? 22! See, the best thing to do is, if you want to play this right, don't cry. Act panicked. Be like, I'm really sorry. I've never had anything happen like this before. Do one of those. Don't try and fake tears, because they're not falling.
You asking for your mom? Yes! How old are you?
I love too this in between the tears. I'm literally haven't even gotten 5 seconds into this video. This is amazing. He's every single shot. He's either going like, he's like, "Ooh." What? Oh yeah, my mom. "Ooh." Like, this is incredible.
Are you asking for your mom? Yes! How old are you? 22! Oh my god.
Metro 1, I have a long eye and somebody's doing donuts in the parking lot right now.
10-4, if you're able to get the camera on them and record the driving behavior and advise on which vehicle you think that deserves to be 54.
Metro 1, I got 2 that just finished a race. Looks like 2 more setting up to race, and I got 2 doing donuts in the parking lot. They're going to be south of the main road, and all of the drag racers are going to be on the main road.
384 to Metro 1. We're looking at a white Chrysler.
10-4. Like I have long eyes still. We're going into the area, but due to the sun and the direction we're coming from, it's hard to see colors right now.
I at least want some sort of video evidence of them drag racing first, and then
kind of hard to see. All I see is a bunch of smoke. How do you know that this guy's car isn't just a piece of shit? It's totally possible.
The main road, and all of the drag racers are going to be on the main road.
384 to Metro 1. We're looking at a white Chrysler.
10-4. Like I have long eyes still. We're going into the area, but due to the sun and the direction we're coming from, it's hard to see colors.
I had a friend once who could, is it a front wheel drive or a back wheel drive where you have to do donuts in reverse? He had a car where he could only do donuts in reverse. I had a video for a while of us doing it. It was pretty funny.
Right now?
I at least want some sort of video evidence of them drag racing first, and then we'll go try to make 2-5 with them.
I do have a couple of vehicles drag racing. I got 2 pickup trucks setting up right now to race, and I do have...
Did none of them see this helicopter? Like, I get it's probably got some distance, but like, fools. Actually fools.
Those individuals doing donuts. We were a little far out, but you can still see them on the camera doing it. And they're starting their...
Yeah, they're in 2 fucking beat trucks. They're not going anywhere. Look at that. Look how slow they started.
On the camera doing it.
Hot rods right here. Me when I'm trying to get ahead at the light. The light just turned green and I'm trying to get a little bit of space.
And they're starting their race now.
303. Yeah, if you want to start creeping up here, let me know when you're at the bottom of the hill on University, and we'll start to make, try to make 54s on these guys.
Alright, they completed their first race. Looks like they're setting up on the east side to race back westbound. That's going to be a black pickup and a blue pickup.
I like it. It's like they're racing. They're driving at like slightly fast speeds. I mean, I guess we'll see what their actual like speeds came out to maybe. But it looks like they're driving at like maybe 60. They're going 65 and a 45. That's a felony.
And they're racing back westbound.
Metro 1, we don't have ice, but do you see any other white Chrysler in the parking lot?
I have 1 white Chrysler with a yellow 26. Let's see if I can't get it for you.
Southwest 42866. Southwest 42866.
I got a white Chrysler with a yellow 26. It's going to be next to a blue Camaro with a temp tag in the back upper left window. I can't read the temp tag and I can't read the plate on the white Chrysler. And there is another race going on right now.
Honestly, I say just pick one going for a 54. If they flee, call out the description and DOT for a minute.
I mean, honestly, I gotta be honest here. Racing is bad. You shouldn't be street racing. They kind of went to like the one spot where it looks like it's probably okay to street race over here. Like they're in like it looks like a construction zone. It looks like this is still being like, you know, plotted to where they're gonna build everything. And then these are just a bunch of empty lots. Like, I really haven't seen anybody on these roads. This speed says 50 miles per hour up here. Okay, they're going like 100. At least that's what that said. They're going like 100.
The 2 that are racing are finished and they're headed back.
Oh, no, wait. This guy was going 100. And yeah, I mean, that car looks like it's faster. Those trucks were probably going like 80. They were probably pushing like 85 maybe.
Westbound now. You got 1 vehicle, looks like it's leaving. Nobody is set up to race at this time.
This guy didn't even race. They're just leaving. Let's hope none of these people get arrested.
It's a red sedan, looked kind of like a Honda Civic. And now I have a yellow Dodge with black racing stripes leaving. Both of them are going northbound.
While an officer making his way to the scene is just seconds away, one of the 2 people that just left the scene presumably sees the officer and calls the others who haven't left yet to warn them, telling them the officer is on the way there.
Alright, looks like they just got a phone call. Everybody's running to their cars. And
They're starting to get in them now.
all vehicles are leaving.
All vehicles are going eastbound on the main road. I've got eyes on the Chrysler. My Dodge is leaving extremely high rate of speed. Negative 26, I'm trying to catch up with this torque. My Dodge is leaving extremely high rate of speed. Negative 26, I'm trying to catch up with this torque. All vehicles are coming out the main entrance.
Remember behind that gray, Chrysler and that white Chrysler.
I mean, honestly, You got to play it smart here. If you weren't one doing any of the racing, you got to just pull to the side. Because I doubt they would have even stopped. They looked like they were specifically going for the people that were racing. But like, if you didn't do anything, I'd be like, I didn't know. What? I pulled into this lot. I was checking my tire pressure. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. They were racing? It didn't look like racing to me. What are you talking about, man? You got video of me racing? I don't know.
White Chrysler is taking off at a high rate of speed. Sirens and lights are active, failing to yield.
Alright, White Chrysler is going to be the target vehicle. Metro 1, it's all yours if you still have eyes on it, sir.
Mexico Boy, Zebra, Lincoln.
Metro 1's got the eye on the White Chrysler. He was going into oncoming lanes to bypass other vehicles. High rate of speed, northbound, in the number 1 lane.
Marked units are disengaged, not in view.
He slowed down. They're all going the same speed right now, going northbound. I see a marked unit, number 1 lane, still continuing over the bridge.
We do have reckless driving and ag fleeing. He almost hit a red Mustang on the way out.
We're staying in the number 1 lane.
Yeah, because now he's got reckless driving and stuff. I think he was going like 100 when they were checking the speeds while they were racing. I did see up here at one moment it was like 100 and something. So they were definitely criminally speeding. Like, so that's not like that part's. They're gonna get at least a ticket, probably arrested, but then running. You've got fleeing, you've got reckless driving, you've got like kind of fucked yourself here.
It looks like he's gonna. Oh no, he just shot back over to make the westbound turn onto Real Rebel. Westbound turn in the number 2 lane. Just jumped and cut the corner. Now westbound Real Bravo in the number 2 lane. Continued westbound Real Bravo passing under 25. Time not to go northbound Broadway. We're in the right turn to go northbound Broadway, red light.
I just remembered where this video started. I just remembered.
Northbound Broadway did not stop.
Officers continue using the helicopter to track the white Chrysler's pathing as multiple units follow behind the suspect out of sight. 8 minutes later, the helicopter follows the white Chrysler to a dead-end road. Since the suspect is now boxed in at the dead end, officers decide it's time to make their move.
Don't move! Keep your hands up! Don't move!
You know he hit one of these. What did I do?
Put your hands up! Put them up! Do not f***ing move!
I mean, they're up, buddy. Calm down.
Open the f***ing door! I am. Get out! Undo your seatbelt, get out of the f***ing car! No! My phone! I've got my phone, please! Get over here! Get in the fuck down! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Okay. Stop resisting! Do you have any weapons on you?
No, it's just a gun underneath my name.
What?
It's just a gun underneath my name.
Where's your gun?
It's in the car.
Come on here.
He's really yelling out to his mom. He thought he made it home. He thought he was going to run inside and be okay. He looks like somebody right now. I looked at him and I was like, he looks like somebody. I'm trying to look it up. I'm trying to remember what the guy's name is.
Mama, please.
Shit myself.
Please.
Have a seat.
Please.
Have a seat, okay. Please, have a seat.
Oh, stop crying, mijito.
I have a disability.
Well, you shouldn't be driving.
I was driving for a friend.
Why are you so sad?
Because.
But you can, if you have a disability, then why are you driving like that?
I don't know.
Causing harm to other civilians on the roadway. You could have just pulled over and we could have talked. But you caused this whole thing. Okay? So let's be an adult about it. Let's stop crying. Okay? Look at me. Straight. Oh, you know what? Come over here. The sun's flip positions. Sun's bad. Okay, turn that way. Face my unit. No, like your whole body. Hey, stop that. Stop crying. Okay, look at me. Are you asking for your mom?
Yes. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any marks or anything on your face? No. Turn around. Let me get your fingers really quick. What finger is it? All right, just keep them spread out like that, okay? Okay, you got any other injuries on you?
Oh, that's it.
He's really trying to play it on thick. He's like, please, guys, please. He looks like this guy. I can't remember what his fucking name is. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. He looks like this guy, though.
Hey, what the problem, man? I'm spinning on the purse like I'm a lover, man.
What is it? It's like it's such like a simple name. Oh, this is gonna bug me so much. I need. Hey. Oh my god. Does anyone know what that guy's name is? I went down a rabbit hole. Twizzy. Twizzy? Is that it? Twizzy P. That's it. Twizzy P.
I'm gonna.
Doesn't he though?
I better didn't live in this guy. They said what?
Twisty P. That's it. Sorry, I was reading the comments and they said Twizzy P.
Joe, I'm gonna tell you what. Bullet in my shoe.
Why are you crying?
Because I
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
want to go with my mom.
You want to go with your mom?
Yes.
Well, you're going to jail.
No, please. I ain't never been in trouble. I don't like to get in trouble.
You shouldn't have run.
I was trying to stop too, but I don't want no other cars to hit me.
We're gonna ask some questions, okay?
No,
take a seat.
No, please no.
Take a seat in there, okay? He wants his mom.
Fernando.
This is what happens when you give in to your kids' tantrums. They learn that throwing a tantrum gets them what they want, but it sure ain't gonna work this time. And it's funny because in life, sometimes throwing a tantrum does work. And that's like where it fails too, is because I think more people need to, you know, that whole idea of the customer's always right, that only goes to a point. We need to remember that. When somebody's acting belligerent, we don't need to fall in line.
Can you calm down a little bit? Can you speak to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if this has ever worked. This only ever works if you're a woman. Crying as a man will never work. No, honestly, I bet it has worked sometimes. The whole thing is it depends on the crime. If you really truly do seem pathetic, like if he would have pulled over and was crying like this in the beginning, like at the lot, if he would have pulled over and was crying, they might have let him go. Probably not, just because it seems like they already put too much work into it. But I could see a world where they do let this guy off just from going, please, my mom's gonna kill me.
I'm gonna read this to you, okay, before we go any further, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You understand these issues I've explained to you? boss. Okay, with these rights in mind, do you want to speak to me?
No, I just want my mom.
You don't want to speak to me?
I want my mom.
Okay, so if you don't want to speak to me, if you don't want to speak to me, that's fine. That's well within your right. But as of right now, you are under arrest for aggravated fleeing law enforcement officers. Okay? After racing at a sled amphitheater. Okay? So go ahead and put position.
Yeah, they pulled out the helicopter for this guy. No way this would have ever worked. Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't have him racing, I don't think. Am I wrong? Because they showed that other car, or was it him that was racing? There was a few different cars they showed racing. They showed his in the lot, like parked in the lot. And then he's the one that fucking ran like a dumbass. I don't even know if he was racing. Like I said, I think if you pull over and you weren't one of the ones racing, you probably could get out of it because they're mostly just going to try and question you about who else is here, who were these people, what were they doing. They might arrest you, but that would more than likely get thrown out in that case. I really do think he made this so much worse for himself.
Can I call my mom then?
No, you gotta put your feet in the car, okay?
I'm not searching. Why can I call my mom?
On, we gotta search you real quick. You're not gonna be able to call your mom today, okay?
Why can't I call my mom, bro? You're 22 years old. That's why. I mean, you could use it as your phone call if that's what you want to do when you get to the jail, but like, they don't like owe you that. I actually feel kind of bad for him. See, I would feel kind of bad for him if it didn't make me cringe. You know, I'm usually an empathetic person, but I also get secondhand embarrassment a lot too. And it's rubbing off on me. I don't like it.
Okay.
Why?
Because you're an adult.
I need her. I have disability, and you guys just threw me to the floor. That's my friend's car.
Well, it's gonna get to her. Okay.
Damn, racing in his friend's car was probably showed up to flex. It probably is just his car, and he was just saying that, hoping that they wouldn't tow it.
My mom is not here.
These racers, they never think that their actions...
Look, it's Officer John. I always like that they use this photo, because they're like, look, he's authentic. This is real.
...could cause somebody to be in a body bag. Illegal street racing crash...
What was that, John?
These racers, they never think that their actions could cause somebody to be in a body bag. Illegal street racing crashes reached what experts called epidemic levels, and more than 1,000 people lost their lives in street racing crashes between 2001 and 2008. And that's not on racetracks, that's on regular roads where people drive. Now, as we watch this, these guys didn't just rip around a corner, they actually had a plan, because groups like this coordinate routes and have lookouts so they can slip between blocks as soon as the police show up. Back in Philly on summer weekends, it was the exact same thing. Bikes...
Back in Philly on summer weekends... I remember the days. Chasing down criminals. Officer John isn't bad. It's just he always says something that feels a bit redundant to the video we just watched. Running from the police is bad. They had it all coordinated. No, they didn't. One of their friends called. Then one of them went, yo, the police are coming! And then everybody ran to their cars and then kind of followed everybody else out. Okay, so the next one we're going to check out is driver tries to eat his way out of a traffic stop. I saw this and I was like, I have to pick this one. I have to. Driver tries to eat his way out of a traffic stop. Let's see what this means. I think we can guess what it means, right? He's not just going to eat a Big Mac here. He took some drugs, like we were talking about before. This can only ever go bad. See, I have thought about this before, though. It depends on where you have it. If you have a bag of marijuana or a bag of cocaine, you could theoretically eat the entire bag whole without puncturing it, and possibly pass it without actually having any issues. It is possible.
Do you mind pulling it out for me?
Sorry, let's start it over again though. Let's see.
Do you mind pulling it out for me? That's stupid, dude.
Stop resisting!
We have to figure out all that stuff.
On March 16th, 2024, just after 12:35 a.m. in Glencoe, Minnesota, a McLeod County deputy spots a black sedan creeping through the neighborhood, moving oddly. The driver drifts forward, hesitates, then makes a slow left turn. The deputy loops around, follows it, and what starts as a simple random stop quickly unravels into chaos.
Our coverage is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. A crash.
Morgan & Morgan, yay! Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah.
Insurance?
I know that there's people at the truck company, they're valid, I guess. You know, I'm homeless, so this is kind of how they help me. I'm just trying to get down here.
Sure.
Establish something down here.
Sure.
Lifestyle, so
Okay.
I guess, should I call them?
Well, yeah, eventually we will need a valid driver to come pick you up.
Yes, AAA ambulance. So,
okay.
If anything, I would just ride with AAA.
Yeah, I get you there. I'll go back, run your license here, and see, just make sure you're clear on that. Obviously, you said you don't have a license, but we'll have to figure that stuff out, all right? Before I go back to my car, recent marijuana use?
That was, I'm sure yesterday morning.
Okay. Any more recent than?
I'm pretty sure yesterday morning. Okay, man. You should have been precise. Hey, man, I was smoking yesterday, probably around noon.
That? Okay. Any alcohol use? Are you on any prescription drugs or anything like that?
I have ADHD.
Okay. Do you
That's not the question.
take medication for that or no?
I haven't.
Sure. Any marijuana in the vehicle? Okay. Do you do vapes or how do you do a flower or like marijuana vape?
Oh yeah, I vape.
He's like, yep, here it is. Right here. You got me, officer. Good catch. Good eye.
Your tires are pretty bald too, man.
I know, it's just got this.
All right.
It would have been funny if he said last night, because it's like just past midnight. So he's like, oh man, when did I smoke weed last? I think like maybe last night, if I had to make a guess.
Ride, is that coming?
He's got AAA coming.
Okay.
They're coming up here now.
Do you know how long it's going to be?
It'll probably be like 15 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes.
All right. So Jamal, in the meantime, I do have to put you through some field sobriety testing just with the driving that I observed and kind of some signs that I'm seeing. So I'll have you step out of the vehicle here.
I'm sorry, officer, but I have heart arrhythmia. I cannot continue.
Breathalyzer? I gotta...
Well, marijuana is different than that, right? It won't come up on breathalyzer.
Correct.
So we'll just do it right at the back of your car here. Do you have any...
Do they have a standardized... Don't leave your fucking... Here's a tip for everybody. Don't leave your car door open. If you leave the car door open, that gives them permission to look through it. That gives them permission to go inside of it, go look around, go snoop around through your stuff. Do not leave the car door open. Close it behind you.
Anything in your pockets or anything like that?
Hit the gas. Run!
All right. I will have you put that away. Baggie in your pocket. What's that of? Mind pulling that out for me?
He said, oh, that's nothing. He just pushes it back in. Yikes.
Sweet. Yep.
Yikes.
Do you mind pulling it out for me?
Run! Get out of there now!
I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
You can put it right on the trunk there. Weed's legal to have, man.
I know.
They're very, I mean, I guess it depends on where they're at, but like usually it's, you can only carry a certain amount of weed in its original packaging you got from a legal dispensary. If you're just carrying around like loose weed, that is illegal.
I got it.
All right. Piece I haven't lost yet. I like that one. So do me a favor. Now I'm going to have you just put your hands right up on that. Don't move. Just put your hands.
Did he try and run and got right here and gave up? That's what it looks like.
Right up on that. Hey. Stop.
That wasn't even running. He didn't even try and run. He did a brisk walk.
Oh, just put your hands right up on that. Hey.
He couldn't even lift his knee up high enough to step up on the curb.
Don't move. Just put your hands straight up on that. Hey. Stop. That's stupid, dude. Stop.
Trying to swallow the drugs. Oh no.
Stop resisting. Don't move. Stop. That's stupid, dude. Stop resisting. Wait. Hold up. Don't grab feet. Going to the ground. Hold on the ground. Put your hands behind your back now.
Oh, get this man. 306, get over here. 306, get over here.
Put your arms behind your back now.
Okay. Fine.
Put your hands behind your back now. I got this one. Behind your back.
Okay, I will, hold. This taser. Okay, I will, hold. Can I get taser? Okay.
Stop, dude. No. Put your arms behind your back.
Dude, we're gonna tase it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this did turn sideways really quick. It's the drugs, man. It's the marijuana. I'm starting to think it might not be marijuana.
Put your arms behind your back.
Taser!
Just because the drugs are in your stomach doesn't mean it's not possession of drugs. I think it's probably cocaine or something that would be a more aggressive charge. And so now they just have to wait for it to pass, I guess, right? They'll probably just do that.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back.
What? Behind your back?
Why the hell would you do that?
Behind your back? Cuffs. Somebody. Taser up your butt, buddy. You move, you're gonna fucking get it.
Taser up your butt, buddy? What? Chill. Cop got a little freaky.
Watch where you're kneeling. There's meth on the ground. Any weapons on you, man? Why? Anybody else in the car? Why? No, one occupant. You guys good?
1211, sure, name. Protein.
Where's my cartilage?
1223 in this regard.
He's right there. Do it.
All right. What are you looking for?
Is this the one you guys were talking about? The naked woman?
Do you have any clothes?
Naked mermaid? Naked woman thinks she can escape in the ocean? Is this the only account it's on, a Sheriff Lamb? I live next to Polk County, Florida. You want insane sheriff? Look up Sheriff Grady Judd. Press, why did you shoot him 11 times? Sheriff Judd. We ran out of bullets. Oh, I've seen that guy. Yeah, I've seen that guy before. We ran out of bullets. We would have shot him more times. Was that the one where they where the guy killed a canine and then they unleashed the wrath of God on him? Oop. I drive through his county in fear every time. You should. Get caught speeding, he's gonna put you on a t-shirt. It's the way they roll over in Polk County. But here, sorry, let me finish this.
Yeah, it's in your mouth because you tried eating it.
Whenever
Whenever somebody can switch out with me, I need to grab the
Yeah, we're gonna watch this one next. I'm gonna pull that one up after this.
gloves here. Hey, I got gloves for you. Should be good, right?
Somebody pull the man's pants up. What are we doing here?
Someone's got an open mic.
305 status.
Here, it was light. That's probably mine. Oh, switch. That one's mine. Thank you.
Yeah, there.
That's what he's sticking in his mouth.
You alright, buddy?
Well, you just ate a ton of meth.
Meanwhile.
Go grab your Narcan just in case. Narcan doesn't work on meth.
Yeah, water waste.
Oh, I get it.
Did he say Narcan doesn't work on meth, and the other guy said, "What a waste"?
Narcan doesn't work on meth.
Yeah, water waste.
Oh, I get it.
Oh yeah, it's a waste. Okay, I thought he said, "Oh, what a waste."
He's taking photos.
Good.
Here, let me get those.
You got a book? Let me just move it here. Easy up a picture. Got a picture of this?
I got pictures of the stuff all over here.
That too.
I'm gonna roll you over, have you sit up here, man. There you go.
Yep, let's start with this stuff here.
I got a mask in my car if you want.
Move that way. Yeah. It's all over here, so just take what you can get.
What's in the car, man? Any weapons? Anything that's gonna hurt us? Because we're gonna toss it, right? So, is there anything we're gonna like run into that's gonna hurt us?
No.
All right.
Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Marco? Yeah. Let's just get that other band.
Left hand hurts a little bit, but I'm good.
He's got it all over the car over there too. Just trying to get the big chunks.
All right, let's get you up. Get you back to my squad car here while we wait for the ambulance. There we go. To the left. All right, back this way. This way.
You guys have my prescription glasses?
Yeah, they're broke, man. They're all up. Have a seat. The meth is gonna make you some paranoid here, right?
No.
You're feeling paranoid?
No.
Keep looking back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I didn't do anything.
Sit your legs in. I need a breather here, man, so I'm gonna close this up.
Officers start gathering what the suspect left behind. Meth scattered across the car, the curb, and the grass.
Let's just get that other bag. Then let's grab all the rest of it. And he's got it all over the car over there too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the big chunks. And then, I don't know.
Are those?
Yeah.
Or is that?
No, that's meth. It got all over when we fought with them. There's multiple things with this guy's name on it, so I'll leave this DL in there as well. I don't know. It doesn't match the owner of the vehicle, and it doesn't match him. So I was looking to see if that was a stolen ID. They didn't get back to me on the radio. So.
Oh, he's got a stolen ID too. They broke his hip, broke his jaw, ruined his drugs. Damn, he's in for a bad night, and he's homeless. Damn.
Swing your legs around me like you're gonna sit on the couch. Lean on back.
The suspect is identified as 31-year-old Jamal Terrence Tana. After attempting to swallow the drugs in a desperate move to hide the evidence, he's rushed to the hospital as the officers work to collect more evidence.
Jamal.
Yeah.
This is a search warrant signed by the judge. This is for a blood or urine test. The signature of the judge is on the back there. So this is because I believe you were driving while impaired by a drug before it, you know, the whole fight and everything like that. Refusal to take a test is an additional crime. With that being said, will you take a blood test?
He's like, what? That'd be my exact reaction. You're basically asking me, do I want to charge? Like, are you not going to force me to do it otherwise? Like, I'm confused.
Like I said, this is search warrant signed by a judge. Can be enforceable, but we don't. But
okay, so they don't enforce it. It can be enforced. So okay.
Refusal is an additional crime. So will you take a blood test?
Look at him. His jaw's going crazy. He's feeling whatever he took.
Yeah. All right. So I got the blood kit here. Yeah, so it got towed to Kevin's Towing. Okay. We did an inventory of it, search of it, everything, you know, got noted that was there, or everything's on the body cam. The stipulations for getting it out of the impound, you have to have some proof of ownership of it. So if you got the title that's signed over, or if you got the, or if the previous owner needs to do something with it, that all needs to be figured out. But otherwise, yeah, you should be able to get your stuff out. There's some stuff we have to figure out with the, because there was other IDs or whatever found in the car. So there's other things.
So the guy who went to my public ID, I brought my cat to the veterinarian 2 days ago, and his wallet was in the middle of the street. So I was going to bring it to him or put it in the mailbox, but I would say put the whole lot in there, and it's supposed to go to their house. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah.
I got here late. What exactly does it mean to eat your way out of a traffic stop? Well, think about it this way. There's something you can have that you shouldn't have, that you can only get rid of by eating it. You don't want the cops to see that. He wasn't eating ass. It's possible. Maybe that's what I was talking about. You never know.
So I don't know who he is, but that's what I was going to do with that. And I'm guessing probably found Nicole. She was my ex. Her ID was probably in the car.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, we have to figure out all that stuff, figure out why, different IDs are in there. Obviously, you told me that, but we'll have to figure that out before you can have access to any of that.
He said he was going to taser me in my...
He did say that. I heard it. I think we were fighting against each other more than we were fighting you.
I call it, we were horsemen. We were on this horseman.
Your pants were around your knees.
I don't think the feminine liked me very much because she said something in there. And I followed it up with that's what she said, and she didn't really like that.
The more you get into this kind
I feel like there's not much else that's going to be happening here. We saw him try and run.
It could show some things that you just ingested, but it also checks for the metabolite of meth, so it'll see the prior stuff more than it will see any recent, especially with ingesting, swallowing and stuff. That takes a while for the body to break down.
And a larger stash in a backpack. In the end, Tana is transported to the McLeod County Jail, where officers document over 50 grams of methamphetamine.
I don't do meth. Is that a lot? In terms of just quantity of most drugs, I feel like 50 grams is a lot. That's over 2 ounces, right? Or that's almost 2 ounces. 28, yeah, almost 2 ounces. Having almost 2 ounces of meth on you feels like he was probably, if they didn't give him an intent to distribute charge, then I'd be surprised.
Including the bag he tried to eat, another in his pocket, and a larger stash in a backpack. A meth pipe with burnt residue is also recovered.
He claims he never actually swallowed any of the drugs and apologized for resisting. Tana said the IDs found in the car belonged to his ex-girlfriend and a wallet he had found days earlier, which he intended to return. Court records reveal a long criminal history, including multiple felony drug convictions and an aggravated robbery charge. Tana is currently serving a 102-month sentence for first-degree drug possession.
Getting fucking... What? I'm sorry. Did they have like the distribution charge on there or something? Because like I said, how long that guy was facing 6 months for killing 3 people in a car crash, and this guy got fucking credit for time served amount is 133 days.
Currently serving a 102-month sentence for first-degree drug possession. A judge ordered the additional sentences on his other counts to run consecutively. He has appealed the guilty verdict, arguing that the 51.068-gram meth weight included contaminants from inside the bag, which would drop the usable amount below the 50-gram threshold for a first-degree charge. He also claims the court wrongly allowed evidence from a search warrant that included prejudicial allegations. The appeals court has heard the case, but has not yet issued a decision. For now, Tana remains in prison, with a projected release date in November 2029, as he waits for the ruling.
Okay, this is going to be the last one we're going to check out today, and it is Naked Woman Thinks She Can Escape in the Ocean. Does this actually have Sheriff Lamb the whole time? Because I don't know if I can listen to him. Is there just a straight... Here we go. I don't want to see Sheriff Lamb talking about it the whole time. I don't need to see him trying to become a YouTube influencer.
Riding along. I think you've been out with me before.
I have. It's enjoyable. So is that woman doing the ride along that they just...
Yeah, they just showed the lady doing the ride along.
Understood.
Well, he's explaining what a ride along is. Interesting. So, naked woman thinks she can escape in the ocean.
Is there?
The dorsal fins.
Oh,
Clearwater Police, this is Amanda. I was just calling to inform you guys that there is a person who stopped on the Courtney Campbell Causeway. A woman stopped in the middle of the street and got out of her really beat up red car that was like missing most of the front of the hood. You can't miss it. It's very discernible. And started running up to my car trying to get in, saying, please let me in. She ran to the right towards the water and abandoned her car. So I don't know if she's in help or if, needs help and she's in trouble.
So a female got out of a red vehicle and ran up to your vehicle and was begging for you to let her in?
That's correct.
What was she wearing?
Like a hoodie, black.
And what kind of pants?
Maybe jeans. I can't tell.
How long ago was this?
About 5 minutes ago, not even.
Did she seem like she was intoxicated or on drugs?
Maybe on drugs, but again, I didn't have enough interaction with her to be a good judge of that. She could have been in trouble, I'm not sure.
Why the car catching strays? I think he's pointing out that it's beat up because probably to indicate some kind of mental distress. Because like if her car was in pristine condition, she's acting like that, then it's like, then it brings into question that maybe she might actually be in trouble. But with her car like completely torn up, one might assume, and I guess it's like you might not necessarily, this isn't necessarily the conclusion that like is correct, but I think would assume that she's been crashing into things, driving recklessly and ruining her car.
I'll have an officer do an area check for her.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, can I talk to you? Yeah. Is your car? No. Whose car is that? I don't know. Do you know who got out of the car or anybody related to the car?
You're with that car there?
Yeah, I'm with that car. I'm out of gas.
And you saw nothing to do with this car at all?
No, I heard it.
You heard what?
I heard like someone sideswipe it.
Oh, you think somebody hit it?
I think someone hit it and it sped off.
In a red Hyundai Elantra, we're getting a report that it could be possibly
It does look like it got sideswiped, actually.
related to a hit and run on the Tampa side. I'm not sure if they have anything open on it.
Can we check with FD and see if they transported anyone? Because there's no one here claiming to be with this vehicle.
The keys are with it.
Take the keys. Hi.
Hi.
Look.
I just realized Sheriff The Sheriff Lamb pointed out that this was a ride-along. They fucking pointed out in the video. Yep, so that's a ride-along. See that right there? She's riding along with the police officers. You've done a ride-along before. Yeah, I've done a ride-along with you. Yeah, it's the truth.
The keys are with it.
Take the keys. Hi.
Hi.
A little excitement, huh?
Yeah, that's her.
The damage on the front even looks fresh. The radiator's like torn out. She probably rear-ended somebody, sideswiped the guardrail.
But why'd she leave?
No idea. Let's scroll through the call notes, see if we have any description of the lady that was running in traffic, and we'll just drive slowly and see if she's on the side of the road. Like, where do you walk from here? This is no man's land.
See what we can find.
Yeah, work some magic.
While officers take the first steps to find the owner of the vehicle, it turns out she was right in front of them all along, as the ride-along spots a naked woman hiding in the trees along the ocean shore.
The ride-along saw it. She just saw how incompetent the police officers she's going to be the force she's going to be working for is. I know it's just a ride-along. She's not, but anyway, she's seeing how incompetent the police force is. Regardless, she's like, guys, there's a fucking naked woman over there. Or maybe we're gonna drive up and down the road looking for her. I don't know. She's naked right there.
Ma'am? 120. Are you okay? What's going on? What's happening? FD emergency back to my location for a nude woman that is probably involved. Do you have any clothes, ma'am? Why are you naked?
I have clothes on.
Camping needs to be in wrap.
I have clothes on. Fair. You know, it's like the what is that old story called? The King's New Clothes? Is that it?
Why are you naked?
You can't see me.
I can see you.
This is not real.
Is this your car? Are you okay? Did you get into an accident?
Yeah, the Emperor's New Clothes. That's it. The Emperor's New Groove. Yes, she's having an Emperor's New Clothes type of moment.
What's your name? Are you, is it Kristen? Are you Kristen? No? What's your name?
Just about to pull out, too, because whatever's going on is a Tampa problem.
Yeah.
FD already left.
Can you put on your clothes? They're right under you. Can you put them on for me? She's not talking to me, so.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, if she's safe right there, we'll leave her right there. I don't have, like, any good blankets or clothing. All I got is, like, jackets.
It's under her. She just doesn't want to put it on.
Okay.
120, what did you have on the name for the RO? Are you Kelsey? Kelsey, what's going on? Kelsey, can you tell me, are you injured? Are you hurt?
Yeah, eval. She's on land. She may be in shock. She's shaking pretty bad.
Kelsey, can I call your mom for you? Or your dad? Family member? Yeah, she's just, like, intentionally not answering at this point. Can you come with me if you take my hand? Can we put this over you to cover you, okay? Take a deep breath, tell me, okay, what's going on? Can I help you put some
How does she get back in the water from here?
clothes on?
Nope, we're not gonna do that right now.
I get you don't want to grab a naked woman, but like, you gotta do your job.
Here we go.
She's ran from us and she's in the water on the north side. Gonna need somebody with a boat to respond. Maybe FWC. Come on out of the water. Gonna have
that image is amazing.
Come on out of the water.
He's like, my God, what am I gonna do? Whatever am I gonna do now?
Gonna have to give you a 0 on wardrobe selection.
Sorry.
That was wild. Oh boy.
She bit you? Just now. Oh my God.
They said a black hoodie.
That's a black hoodie, right?
Yeah.
No, now she has Bat Leo on her.
You said they're sending water rescue?
Hey, Sarge, what do you want me to do about her?
What do you mean? Oh, she bites you? Okay, well, we'll document it.
Let's walk over where I can maintain visual of her.
You want
Sounds like you got a fun one.
Yeah. No, this is a mess. She bit Officer Tabak on the arm while we were trying to grab her before she ran to the water. But we got her some clothes. We were trying to get her dressed, and she resisted, and in the process bit her on the arm really good.
I'm sure Tabak wants a good shot at this chick now, huh?
Well, she's clearly under the influence of something. She's out there on cloud 9.
Oh, she's all high right now?
She's gotta be. All right, let me get back with you.
Yeah, go do your thing. See ya.
Any unit going to respond to get her out of the water, let them know. We do have Bat Leo charges. Warn them she's a biter.
What's actually going on?
There's a female that's in the water, combative. We have Bat Leo charges. She's a spitter, biter, and she's in the water.
Should have just yanked her down.
They didn't seem to add to include the information that she's also naked. She is currently naked.
I have the
Maybe she has rabies? No. She'd be afraid to get in the water. She doesn't have rabies. We can completely rule that one out.
opportunity. I should have just yanked her down. I just feel bad because it's like your private area that would have been like.
That's why I didn't like. I felt awkward because she was like naked, and I'm like, where do I grab? Because she's naked.
It seems pretty obvious.
Are you dispatch or are you interested?
She probably was interested.
This isn't really normal though. I've had 2 other calls where people have been in the water and refused to get out, but FWC or somebody will come out and yank her out of the water.
Down just past the bridge. We're on the right side. We're on the north side. On the other side of the hub? Yeah.
This is typical Florida man behavior. You don't see Florida woman too often though, so it's good to know that they're... It's good to see women in male-led, male-headed careers.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do much with her. I do have an officer that she bit on the arm pretty bad, broke skin. Maybe you can check her out.
Are you waiting for
somebody in the boat?
Yeah, you get bit?
Yeah, she got bit.
Oh, hon. Do you want to go to the hospital?
No.
Okay.
She's gonna drive up there, so.
Maybe if you have something to wrap it, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. To the gentleman on the boat.
Just need something to wrap it, please.
Yeah, you got it. You want to check your blood pressure and everything?
I don't think it's need to. Be all right.
So she has rabies.
Oh, that's what I'm worried about. That or HIV or Hep C or...
Please swim to shore. This is a good spot to do it. Come on, we'll get you some help. Hey, this is a good spot to come in. Try to swim to me. I think as she gets to that bridge, she's gonna get sucked out that way. I don't know how fast.
That's where the boat's coming from, so.
Okay, she's just gonna get harder to watch if she gets sucked under that bridge.
Is that a rabies symptom? Afraid to swim? It's hydrophobia. I've never understood it. I don't know if it's like afraid of drinking water, like an inability to drink water, a fear of swimming. I don't know what it actually entails. I've always heard that one of the symptoms of rabies is hydrophobia.
What exactly happened as far as you guys know? She got into an accident and then ran
So
into you guys?
what we're getting updates on, it sounds like she was in an accident at the airport, fled that accident, maybe got in another accident here, but we don't know what she hit. Maybe the guardrail, that's the fresh damage on the passenger side. We got multiple calls from here saying she was running up to cars in traffic trying to get...
Oh, yeah, it sounds way more horrible than just being afraid to swim. Painful throat spasms when attempting to drink, yeah.
In them and screaming for help. When we got out here, we found the car empty, nobody around, and just as we were about to pull out, actually the rider that was riding with the other officer saw the naked body in the bushes, so. So we were talking to her for a while, and
Come on! Come to us!
She was shivering like she'd already been in the water.
Yeah.
But she wasn't responsive. She wasn't talking. Then we got her out of the bushes. She was standing there, still not responsive.
Yeah.
And then she just snapped and made a break for it. When we grabbed her is when she bit the officer on the arm.
Any like communications when she snapped, yelling, screaming, kidding?
She's not really saying anything. No, not at all. Totally.
Swim this way! You're all right, come here!
Non-verbal.
Do we know her name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey! I want to tip this boat, man. Everybody on one side, man. It's gonna...
It's good. It's good.
Okay. She's trying to get on that boat? Clothes on?
Apparently, rabies symptoms can also include like anxiety and other mental symptoms like that. So the fear of swimming, it's like one of those things where hydrophobia can include the fear of swimming. From everything I'm looking at, it's like that can be, but it's more of like a, it's not like a staple of the disease, of the virus.
Is there law enforcement on that boat over there?
No.
Huh?
No.
No, I don't like that then. I don't like that.
They got the guy in the scuba gear ready to go.
We're not gonna hurt you, I swear. Come on, I got the towel ready for you.
Ready? Just help me out. It's okay. It's okay.
You are safe, I promise. You are safe.
Get your handcuffs ready.
Hold my wrist?
No.
Don't go that way.
I should have grabbed her.
That's very rude.
I mean, it's one of those things. What do you do? You know.
They really wrote in perfect backstroke form.
You got any verse that dirt? Yeah.
All right, I don't want her to swim out any further. She looks out of it. She had it naked. Seriously?
Yeah, I know.
Seriously? I said I wanted to get out on the water over the holiday, but I didn't get a chance. But now look at this. Is there?
The dorsal fins.
Oh, shit. I'll tell her there's a dorsal fin out there. I don't care. Kelsey.
I don't think she's gonna care either, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, the firefighter is so mad. He's like, this is not what I thought I'd be doing as a firefighter.
God, I'm tired. Kelsey, I want you to swim over to me. There, hey, Kelsey.
This is quite literally the exact opposite of what I expected to be doing as a firefighter.
Kelsey. There is a dorsal fin out there. Do you want to get bitten? Let's go.
Kelsey, now's not a good time for sharks.
Sharks, it's not good for sharks.
I think she said, fuck you.
Kelsey, now's not a good time for sharks.
Sharks, it's not good for sharks.
Somebody just got bit last week out here.
Kelsey, come here.
What if you got on one of those boats?
What if we introduce a pain stimulus to make her want aid? We could spray her.
Kelsey.
Pepper spraying somebody in the water is crazy. That is a crazy method. Yo, let's disorient her while she's in the water. That'll work. Then she'll be begging for help.
Grab onto that. That way you can float.
Come here. You can get me wet. I don't care. I don't care.
She's realizing quickly that she's not a real mermaid. She's like, I need to escape. And she's trying to like dive down. She feels the fucking pressure on her head and she's like, ah! He has to swim back up real quick.
Come on.
Kelsey, you got the Coast Guard here now, too. They're not going to be nice. They're going to jump right in after you.
Yeah, unfortunately, they will.
That way.
Come on. Directing her like a sheep herding dog. He's like, come on this way. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Grab it.
Oh, help!
Grab it.
I'm trying to help me!
Yeah, we are helping.
Pulling her up legs first is crazy. Crazy. Like, yeah, they had to catch her like a fish. She's probably about to start flopping on the ground like one too.
I got her legs. I got it. Hold on. There's that blue rope. Hold on.
Take your time. We're going to go nice and slow. You're clear over my leg. You can pull it.
She's secure. We got her 10-15. Sit her up. Roll on your side. 422. We're going back to the Tampa boat ramp. Let's have a couple units meet us over there.
probably. This is your straight carry. 1, 2, 3.
Got her wrapped up like a body bag.
Put up as much as possible. You got it? I got it.
All the guys need to hold her like they just got their catch of the day. This is crazy.
Okay.
Are you back?
Be mindful there, Bubba. Be mindful there.
She's just going to bed now. She's tired. So that was a good swim.
This suspect, Kelsey.
Ooh, it looked like her foot was all bloody. Damn, she must have, when she was jumping on the rocks and stuff, her foot's like all cut up.
This suspect, Kelsey, was taken to a hospital to be evaluated. It is unclear what exactly was causing her to behave this way. The officer who was bitten was also evaluated at a nearby hospital. Kelsey was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, and her bond was set at $5,000. She is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Sometimes the most dangerous calls don't start with violence, they start with confusion that no one can make sense of. This is one of those moments where officers aren't chasing a criminal mindset, they're trying to manage a crisis. We have a woman detached from reality, possibly scared and not thinking straight, so that's a different kind of danger because it's not a clear threat, just sudden craziness. When this officer attempts to step in calmly and professionally trying to help, that doesn't mean the situation will stay calm because panic, mental distress, or substances can change the scene fast. This is exactly why bites scare officers, because it's not just resisting, it exposes a cop to infection.
I don't know. We are kind of just running with the idea that she's on drugs when there's no evidence of her being on drugs. I think that this could possibly just be like a mental health crisis. Like, just based on everything, like, I don't know. It definitely seems quite a bit odd, even for drug use.
Disease, hospital trips, and testing, all from someone the officer was trying to help. Now add water to the mix, slippery footing, and possible drowning. So officers can't just rush in without risk of injury, losing control completely, so every move gets slower and more dangerous. Assault on officers involving bites happen on this job a lot, and they carry real medical consequences that last long after the scene clears. We know it's inevitable. Cops have to walk into a person's worst moment knowing it might not end well. The problem with that is sometimes you can't walk away from it without being untouched.
Yeah, she's either on drugs or not on the drugs she needs. That's a very good way to put it. Thank you, Officer John. That is going to be it for today. I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. I'm going to see who else is live right now that I can send you guys over to. Real, I can't think of the right word right now. Real small stream today. Maybe, I guess Papa Gut, fine. Only a few of you. It's either Papa Gut or Lolcow Live, and I think that Papa Gut's talking about Hassan. So I think you guys might enjoy that. If Papa Gut's still live, well, I guess we'll see. But is he? It's saying he is. But YouTube's been glitching. Okay, cool. Yeah, just a few of you I'm sending over there, but I really do appreciate you all for stopping in. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Captain Quasar signing off.